find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
SmashMouth Footballerz. Introducing Nick Tate, Joe Caldero, Chad Young, SmashMouth Footballerz.
Hey, welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
The Cadillac.
And guys, welcome in. Week 9's ahead of us, and guess what? Them waiver wire pickups, some injuries, they're out there, guys.
Did you guys realize that only one game this whole weekend past was not a double-digit win?
At one point, that was the only one game. One game was decided by less than double digits. I did, because I have the Red Zone channel and I have 2 TVs going, and I was completely bored Sunday.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something to get some of these teams more competitive. This is ridiculous.
And then we had 6 teams on bye, which didn't help. I want to just highlight a couple things. Number one, listen, we had this huge giveaway. We named some names, some people we owe some merch to, and nobody got with us. Hey, we called your name on these. Email us so we can get you your stuff, okay? Number 2, like and subscribe, because we're going to have to help you out here, because we have, after 6 teams on a bye, we have 4 more teams on a bye, and we've got a plethora of injuries to go through, including the devastating one that happened to our boy Cam Scattebo.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think everybody was hurt on that one.
Yeah, including him.
Yeah. I mean, the fun just went...
Yeah. You know, I was when I was going through all the news and notes, there was the head of security for Philadelphia Eagles. Like, Cam Scattebo was in the hospital. He sent him pizza and cheesecakes from Philly.
Yep.
So that was cool, man. That's a pretty nice fraternity thing that the NFL did. And that's kudos to that guy, man. That's awesome that he did that.
That's really cool.
And we're going to have to break it down into position. This is how many injuries we have now.
You can go do that. Like, I mean, the two that suffer the most, Cam Scattebo, and of course what happened to Judkins with his shoulder, and I mean, I know he's considered day to day, but I don't think he's going to be in week 9, and those are the 2 that we're going by. I mean, if you want to break it down by position, you want me to go ahead and go quarterback first?
Yeah,
I can.
yeah, let's do it.
Lamar, he's supposed to be back.
He's be back Thursday. They almost guaranteed it.
They almost guaranteed. Yeah, they need him back. Obviously, they won that game, but they need him back. Jane Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kyler Murray's supposed to be back. Correct.
Yes.
All right. Brock Purdy.
They were finding every reason not to bring him back.
Yeah.
But Mac Jones didn't look great.
Man, what's up with that?
If I was Brock Purdy, I'd be like, I'm good. I'm ready to.
Yeah, inconsistency just fell upon.
Yeah. A big blow right in time. Carson Wentz out for the season, so J.J. McCarthy's supposed to be back.
Mm-hmm. And something about that. Did they just leave Carson Wentz in that game the whole time, knowing he was injured?
I don't look, and
the dude was obviously in pain. It was his non-throwing shoulder, but he was obviously having a problem.
Yeah,
he was favoring it.
Mm-hmm. It was such a weird week for NFL football.
Right.
And Michael Penix with his knee injury and Bryce Young with an ankle. So, Bryce Young missed the last game.
Lots of quarterback injuries.
Yeah.
They need, it's weird to say, they need Michael Penix back in a bad way.
Yeah.
In a bad way.
And I guess if you were to pick up anybody out there, do you have any suggestions for quarterback that you might want to have them pick up? Or do y'all just want to run into more injuries?
Sam
Darnold's out there in 47% of the leagues. He was on fire, but he had a week. He last outing was a week.
If Flacco's not hurt substantially, he should be a pickup.
They put up 38 in a wall. So
he's slinging the ball.
Yeah,
and he loves T. Higgins.
Trevor Lawrence is available in 42%. Do you stream him?
I have a waiver in on him.
Okay,
because I have Goff and my backup. They're both on bye.
Okay, so yeah, we're looking at the top 2, and the riskiest pick out of all those that I guess I'm going with is Mariota. I don't think he's going to be back. We don't know yet. He's playing Seattle. Seattle's going to be tough. So I think Aaron Rodgers might be a good streamer against Indianapolis.
Mariota was trash.
Yeah.
He tried, man. He was trying. The offensive line did not help out.
No.
That was not.
McLaurin's catch in the end zone, dude, that was like a floater.
Yeah. Listen, that was a beautiful catch, though. I mean, look,
man.
he had some beautiful catches out. Like Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry was out there giving 100, man. Like I'll say that all day. I was wrong about him going into that because I thought he was hurt. It was a short week. Mariota, dude did pretty good.
Did you? Of course you did. You got all my like 20-something texts that I
messages,
sent you,
yeah.
and I took pictures of every single hold. The offensive lineman tackled a defensive lineman.
Yeah.
I mean, and no flags were thrown. That first down was obviously a first down.
Yeah.
So
What was that thing now? I mean, I know we're supposed to have a chip and a ball and all that, but I mean, when did we start doing that? Because that looked not only playing at time speed, but also whenever they slowed it down, I was like, that's a first down all day.
I never seen anything like that before where they're like, we're not even going to review it. We're not going to look. We're not going to go look at it. We're just going to do an AI and
we're not running chains.
AI measurement of where the official put the ball.
Yeah, I just was like, wow, man, like. What is this? What are we?
This is what we got to look forward to.
What are the officials doing then on the field? Why do we have officials?
Have you seen them do any of that to any other team?
I saw it in the preseason, and I saw them doing it on fourth, and I thought they were doing it closer to the end zone. So I've seen it a few times, but I've never seen anything that looked so blatant of a first down and it wasn't called. Like even slow, like it looked like he dove. It looked like he dove. Like I mean,
the ball went over.
The ball went over. If you ask me, No, and then all of a sudden, no, this is what determines it. So, okay. So,
quarterbacks. Waiver wire pickups, if Darnold's out there, he'd probably be the number one. If Flacco's healthy, he's worth a streamer. And it wasn't Goff Goff wasn't on bye. It was, I have Hurts and I have Baker Mayfield. They're both on bye.
Yeah, they're both on bye. Yeah, okay.
So that's where I picked up Trevor Lawrence at.
Okay, great. So, if you want to try to stream it, I don't know who else you want to stream. I wouldn't stream Geno. I wouldn't stream Tua.
No.
I wouldn't stream J.J. McCarthy against Detroit.
It's just, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, Joe Flacco, nobody else.
Not really.
No. So, after that, like, I guess.
You're grasping at straws.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers maybe. And, maybe that's all we go with right there. And, look, that's what we got at quarterback, you know. I mean, if you think quarterback's bad, we talked about Cam Scattebo with this season-ending surgery. We got Judkins with a shoulder, Saquon with a groin, and look, Tank Bigsby came in and he did great running the ball. And
Pacheco with MCL.
Yeah, they said he's day to day. I'm sure he's going to miss some time.
I think all three of us thought Pacheco was going to do a lot more.
I did.
He did. I didn't. Kareem Hunt wasn't even a sure play. He wasn't even surely going to. He wasn't even for sure going to play in the game.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in. They said it was a game time decision,
Right.
And people were on the waiver wire picking up Rashawn Smith, which we told y'all he can't pass block.
Yeah, he's not going to be in there.
Nah, we saw Kareem Hunt with the 2 scores. Kamara's got an ankle and a knee. Rashid Shaheed with a hip. Then you got Luther Burden. Unless you have a deep weight, I don't know any people who have him, but he's got a concussion. Marvin Mims Jr., who we just gave that jersey to, waiting on our guy to come let us know where to send it. He went out with a concussion. My boy Harold Fannin Jr. went out undisclosed injury. Carson Wentz is out for the year. And I guess when we talk about these wide receivers and stuff, and of course our 4 teams on a bye, we got the Browns. We got the Jets, we got the Eagles, and we got the Bucks, right?
That's at least 4 wide receivers right there.
Yeah,
and some running backs.
You got some running backs, and with that, where do you want to pick up? Obviously we told you last week.
Tyrone Tracy, baby.
Yeah, we told you last week he should not be available because of Cam Scattebo.
He shouldn't be available. Another one is the Cardinals running back
Bam Knight.
It's going to be Xavier Knight on our waiver wire because they just released Michael Carter.
Yeah, they just released Mike Carter, which means I dropped him a week before. I should have never picked him up, but it is what it is.
Trey Benson's coming back sooner or later, so
yeah. I'm a little bit weary. I mean, they said maybe week 11, Trey Benson may be back is what I'm hearing, which is 2 weeks away. Listen, I don't know if they even want to get him the ball much because they didn't whenever James Conner was back there.
Bam Knight's a better running back.
That was what it looks like to me. We told you about Rayshard Smith.
Kareem Hunt, baby.
Yeah.
Go get him.
Go get him.
I guess.
He got 2 touchdowns last week.
He did.
Or last night.
Yep.
So
On the Browns, you might want to go get Dylan Sampson as a pickup. I guess that's who's going to get the ball. He had a couple good weeks before when John Johnson took over.
Week 1, he had a really good one.
Yep.
Tank Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby, you got to go get him. I mean, he ran the ball great after Saquon went out.
I mean,
they're on bye, but
they got a better line.
Growing injuries on a running back could linger.
Yeah, they can linger.
And they may do a 50-50 split or something.
Look, we've been pounding this drum for weeks now. Keyshawn Boutte seems to be the guy in New England. He got the touchdown. I mean, if you're going to go pick up, I don't trust any of them over there. But if you have to go pick up one, I assume he's the one you got to go get. Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah.
Also,
Drake May's throwing the ball.
He's throwing the ball.
He's making points.
He doesn't have a favorite, but it looks like on third downs he looks at Boutte. He had that big pass to Douglas, but it was Boutte who had the touchdown, and he looks at him on third downs. That's this clutch guy.
Man, where did Diggs go? He just disappeared.
Yeah.
I mean, he did the revenge game, and then that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
So
screw you guys. Boop. All right,
I'm going home.
Puka's expected to play.
He's supposed to come back.
Thank you.
Tutu's on IR.
Yep.
Yay.
So
Devontae
Puka,
Adams.
I'm pretty sure, and Devontae Adams is always a weapon every week. So I think Puka will be back. Fire him up.
And that's going to help y'all guys out because Puka was having a record year.
Drake London has a hip.
Yeah.
He's had the hip.
That's why I'm like, he's going to play. I assume he's going to be in there.
Brian
He
Thomas.
didn't play last week.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr.
They said they don't.
Does it matter if he plays or
He
not?
hasn't been getting nothing.
They said they don't intend to trade him either. He was on the trading block a little bit. And then Jacksonville came out and said they're not going to trade him. So, okay. Then we have, look, I want to apologize to everybody out there. Someone I thought that was going to be on the trading block, Breece Hall. I didn't think Breece Hall was going to get much touches at all because he only got 52% the week before. He had an amazing game. Breece Hall went off. I want to apologize to everybody out there who I thought Tampa Bay was just going to go off against the Saints. Ibuka didn't do anything.
Baker Mayfield didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That Tampa Bay defense is the only person that scored in Tampa Bay, is what it seemed like. Yeah,
I don't. Even nobody really showed up for the Bucks.
No, that's what I'm telling you. It was.
Rashard White barely had a decent game.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't even watch the game hardly because I was at work. But then I would check my phone or I would check the online, and I'm like, okay, Baker didn't throw the ball. Ibuka didn't get a touchdown.
He had under 4 points.
White didn't get a touchdown. Where's all these? I'm looking at everyone. Where did it all go? Defense.
Defense. Yeah, their defense kept scoring. The Saints just kept
throwing the ball to him.
You say Matthew Golden's got a hip. Doesn't matter. They don't use him.
Yeah, they haven't been doing much of him. I thought I've been beating that horn. He didn't do much with him.
There were several times in the end zone where they made it a point to show you that Matthew Golden was wide open, and they threw it that way.
Yeah, many times.
They threw it to Kraft.
Yeah.
Kraft was killing it.
Man, he looked fantastic. But, people are going to plan for that now. They're going to have to get Golden involved at some point.
Yeah.
Pearsall with a knee doesn't move the needle.
No.
Calvin Ridley does not move the needle.
No.
Christian Kirk hamstring.
If you need to pick up a flex play, I think you brought up Calvin Ridley, and you need to pick up a running back. Tajay Spears is only rostered in 31% of the leagues. He would be a pretty good pickup. He was getting the ball quite a lot in that Tennessee game.
Yep.
They were using him. So if you do need that, like we already said, Bam Knight's another one. If you just want to throw a dart, Bashal Tootin for Jacksonville, you might want to and back up. But, I mean...
Tyrone Tracy's the bell of the ball.
The bell of the ball right now on the waiver wire pickups.
And I wouldn't doubt that Singletary cuts into a lot of that, especially on passing downs.
Yeah, I mean we saw that, and that really surprised me. Something else we didn't exactly predict it. We thought, I did. I thought my boy Bijan Robinson was going to carry me this week. He didn't do anything, and actually Tyler Algier got the touchdown.
Yep.
So you might want
that's a weekly thing with Algier.
It's been what it is, isn't it? I mean, it was just such a weird
hot mess weekend.
Yeah.
Far as tight ends, Brock Bowers, he may be back. We don't know. Darren Waller was a 2 or 3 week anomaly. He's on IR.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet has a bad back, and that'll probably haunt him the whole season. What do you do on tight end? I mean, there's not really a whole lot out there that you haven't already picked up. You know.
Yeah, Colston Loveland for the Bears. He's rostered in 75% of the leagues. He's okay. I mean, you got Juwan Johnson. They ain't throwing nothing. None of that's going anywhere.
Well, you got a new quarterback.
Yeah,
so maybe Tyler Sutton get it to him.
But that's a toss-up, you know?
Yeah. We talked about Theo Johnson. That he was been more lucky than good with him.
Well, I mean, with Scattebo out, there's a good chance his numbers go up a little bit.
I thought by now, we'd see Isaiah Likely going. And Lamar Jackson's coming back. So I guess if you wanted to throw a fire at somebody, I mean, he's only rostered in 6% of leagues. He's one of the best tight ends in the NFL, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson is an amazing quarterback. And so, if I had to take a fire on any of these guys, I would take it on him. And I guess, Juwan Johnson, I mean, say what you will, but he's catching the ball, not for many yards, but if you're in a PPR, he's been kind of a darling. Aside from that, I mean...
Wide receiver-wise, I'll stick with my guy that I picked last week, Troy Franklin. He's still only rostered in 38% of leagues.
Yeah, and he's such a boom pick right now. I really like what Troy Franklin's been doing. I picked him I picked him 2 weeks ago off, and I just missed that. Trey Tucker's been such a boomer bust pick, but he has no business being on the waiver wire because he's put up some flex numbers in a couple of these games, and look, I mean you should have him rostered. He should be on your team ready to go win a flex because there's been games where Geno's thrown a lot of interceptions, but he's also put up games where he's thrown 300 yards more than a couple times.
Yes.
So,
and we're not worried about interceptions unless he's your quarterback.
Unless he's your quarterback, yeah.
So what do you guys think about Christian Watson? None of these Packers wide receivers have stepped up at all.
I know it.
So can Christian Watson be the guy?
No. When he plays, he is.
He looked decent. A couple of catches he had.
When he plays, he is. When he plays, he is. You know that? I mean,
you get 2-3 catches and then that's a wrap. I mean, that's 3 points, maybe a couple yardage, no touchdown. I mean, come on now.
And for the running back, Samaje Perine is becoming Kareem Hunt for the Bengals.
For the Bengals,
yeah, he's taking a lot from Chase Brown.
He's at passing. They're using him in the passing down.
I'm gonna be honest. He looks like the better back.
Yeah. Right now.
Yeah. He's not the better back, but he looks like it.
If I guess I wanted to pick up a wide receiver, I would look no further than what I got going on in Houston. I mean, look, both of these guys got involved. Jaden Higgins had the touchdown. Jalen Noel had a beautiful deep pass that was caught by C.J. Stroud. And I guess if I had to go look at a streamer, I'd probably pick up one of them rookies, especially in a dynasty league, because they both got involved. They both were fantasy relevant, and they're both out there. Jaden Higgins is rostered in only 27% of the leagues, and Jalen Noel in 9%, and they both were going. Now, I don't know if I'd play them both this week because they're going against Denver, but next week on, that division's kind of weak. And
you're saying Denver's defense is good?
Yeah, a little bit. So
the other receiver I like because Tua looked fantastic.
Yeah.
I like Malik
Washington.
Yeah. He's the clear number 2.
Yeah.
Clear number 2. Darren Waller's out. There's no more tight end threat.
Yep.
So it's Waddle and it's Washington.
And Jalen Waddle was it was a time earlier in the week we didn't know if he was going to play.
Right.
Yeah. So to see him play, and he had that beautiful deep pass in the middle, but to see Malik Washington come out, I was looking at the stat line, and I was like Malik Washington, he kept going up as I was watching Red Zone and all the stats going across, and I was wondering maybe I was like, man, did Waddle even play? And then right there on the stats, you saw Waddle take one deep, and I was like, well, there's my answer right there. But
I would let all these people run to the waiver wire and go pick up Xavier Hutchinson because of a touchdown, because of some yardage, and I'll just go ahead and get Malik Washington.
Yeah,
because he has more value from here forward.
I agree with
You
you.
got 13.6 fantasy points this week.
Yeah.
So I mean that's good
That's
enough for a
flex.
flex.
Yeah.
That's good
flex.
enough. I mean, we're chomping at the bit for 10 points right now.
Yeah.
With all the injuries and bye weeks the way they are.
Yeah, so
And this makes a difference. As you pick up in your bye weeks, I mean, you come out with a couple wins while everybody comes out with a couple losses. That puts you in your playoffs.
yeah, like just a deep stash I want to talk about too. That look, there's no doubt in my mind. Like MVP running up, Jonathan Taylor should be in this race. He should be number one. And another guy that we could talk about too that I was down on in the beginning of the year. I'm really killing myself for James Cook. But his backup Ray Davis is only rostered 9% of leagues. So if you have James Cook, or if you are, Buffalo starts, maybe sharing this, or he starts vulturing, or if something was to happen to James Cook, you might want to go look for that handcuff, because Ray Davis, look, we saw last year, week 4, James Cook missed a game. Ray Davis went in there and had 18.4 fantasy points.
Yeah, a field day.
Yeah, he's only rostered 9% of leagues. So that's one of those deep dashes deep stashes we want to talk about like that. And you said it, Devin Singletary as well is another deep stash that you might want to talk about, because especially in a PPR league, just going forward, because we still got
Chad's hungry.
Yeah, we got a lot
for
of
dine and dash.
Yep.
Yeah, we still got another huge week coming up with a lot of buys.
A lot of buys.
And look at these injuries, and these guys aren't coming back. So a lot of these guys are not coming back.
Yeah. A lot of them are done.
Yeah.
Them lower leg injuries are hard to come back from.
Yeah, and a groin and a hamstring and knee, and it's
Those are the kind of things that haunt you the whole season.
yeah. If they start, they might have way where like they want to protect carries, like Saquon with his groin, and the way what's his name ran the ball when he came in for relief. Hey, he might take some of those carries away until he gets healthy.
Oh, Tank Bigsby? Tank was good,
and
look what Tank did when he was with
Jacksonville. Yeah,
that was a horrible move getting rid of him.
Yeah, so
Jacksonville should have been running a two-headed monster right now.
Yeah,
and just run. Question: I know he's on bye, but were you or were you not impressed with Mr. Justin Fields?
Yes, I was. Listen,
against one of the worst defenses.
Yes, I understand.
It was.
He does that.
But he willed him to that. And after the owner come out and said we should bench him and all that, I don't. Your coach has not been very impressive.
He's not an impressive coach.
And there's way too much talent over there, and for him to will him with his legs, and Garrett Wilson not banged up, and Breece Hall was talk on trading block and everything else, and look he put them on their back, and he did it. So
yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, first win of the game year for the Jets. I hope they can start playing, because they weren't playing for anybody there for it seemed like a couple of weeks. So
I'm gonna take a flyer on Christian Watson.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. The only reason I say Christian Watson is because Romeo Doubs is the next, I guess, weapon at wide receiver, and he hasn't done anything. He hasn't impressed, really.
Yeah, listen, Jordan Love had an amazing game against the Steelers, too.
Jordan Love and Tucker Kraft.
I mean, so if quarterback play dictates, give me a flyer on a true number one who just has spaghetti hamstrings over like a Trey Tugger or something, and you don't know how consistent you're getting out of Geno Smith or something like that.
Right.
That's
but I'll tell you, Josh Jacobs looked bad.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs was injured.
Yeah, he's been playing banged up, and for what he's doing, that's pretty amazing, man. Like, he willed him 2 weeks ago. He got banged up, and he willed him in the end zone from like the 8-yard line.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns. So I mean, the dude has an ankle. He has a bad ankle. Yeah, and he's still in there.
Yeah,
he was killing it.
Yeah,
love of the game.
He's a baller. So
and you apologized. I said Caleb Williams. What did Caleb Williams do? Nothing.
Don't forget Jackson Dart.
Yeah. It's a very weird season this year. You just have to stick with who you got, who you drafted in the first 10 rounds. That's pretty much what you're going to have to do. There's nothing out there.
Look, like we said, only one game was ever close. Only one game was close. Mm-hmm. And Look, in the team that I picked, like I thought Tampa Bay was going to dog walk the Saints because of what they've been doing. I mean, we were talking about Baker Mayfield being an MVP candidate
and talking about how much he hated the Saints. He shouldn't have said that. It invigorated the Saints. They were ready.
At least our defense, anyway. The offense couldn't do nothing, but he didn't do it. I mean, that was the most boring game I've ever witnessed in the history of my whole life.
Yeah,
in my whole life,
it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you have any questions, concerns, comments,
pickups we didn't.
Yeah, y'all want to help me? Y'all want to help us out?
I don't think there's any pickups out there, guys.
Yeah,
no, there's not.
Unless you got one of them leagues where somebody drops someone valuable by accident or does a really dumb move because somebody had a bad week that was, pretty pertinent. Like somebody dropped Ibuka. Well, he didn't do good this week. Dropped him. That's the only way you're getting anything.
And these huge bye weeks are prime picking for that because people are going to drop somebody that they probably shouldn't have dropped because they got too many people on bye.
And just look at offense too. Look at offense because look, there's still some players out there with amazing offenses. It seems like one of those years where you can pick the number one for Houston, like we said, one of them rookies. But look, Alec Pierce only has rostered 29%. They're going against Pittsburgh. We saw Pittsburgh gave up a lot of points to Green Bay. Mm-hmm. Well, look, Indianapolis, the Colts look to be like the best team in the NFL. And they're putting up points at just a ridiculous level right now. And they're throwing it to everybody. I mean, it's every one of their wide receivers. They're tight end. I trust that offense. So if you're like, look, I need somebody to score 10 points or something. Look at your offensive that are putting up big points. And look, Alec Pierce is only rostered 29%. You had Josh Downs had the big bug. Look at Josh Downs. If these teams that put up points, you want to buy a share in that. It's like buying stock in. You want to buy stock in Kmart or do you want to buy stock in Apple? So you might hit big one time with the Kmart stat. Or you might go with the one, but with the production that Indianapolis is putting up right now, give me some stock. Give me all the stock you can in Indianapolis, and maybe it'll pay off.
Do you guys want to make a bet with me? Sure. I said Jonathan Taylor was going to be the number one or number two running back. Yeah, I said that at the beginning. You want to bet me he has 20+ touchdowns this season?
What's he at right now?
He's scoring. He's averaging.
He's had 3
games with three touchdowns. That's 9.
Yeah, and he's had 1 game with 2.
2. Yeah, I mean he's got. Yeah, I mean
he's sitting right there.
I assume he will. Yeah, but
this dude could have 2,000. He could do what Saquon did last year.
I mean, he's having that year.
He's at 14.
Yeah.
I wish you would have looked it up and just made the bet with me.
Nah, I'm not making that bet, man.
No. We're only halfway through.
Yeah.
I mean, that gives him. He can miss 2 weeks.
Yeah, he could sit out. He could sit out 2 weeks and still would get it.
Once again, listen, we had that giveaway. Okay. If we called your name in any of those, look back on those giveaways. If we called your name, get with us so we can get your merch, okay?
Yeah, make either for you a great Christmas present or for someone that you want to give it to.
And at 20K subs, listen, we're going to give away more stuff, okay? So y'all continue to subscribe, and comment. We love it, and we need the support, all right? So,
all right.
That's it.
Yep. That's it.
Till next time, I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
And I'm the Chatto
And we're out.
SmashMouth Footballers.
This ain't no regular thing.
Artlist.io.
I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. I got it for real. Still keep me going. I wake
Music
up
licensing reimagined.
In the field, man of the town. You've been in your fields. I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty. Either that or your tragedy.